Good morning and welcome to Chapel Station and to episode 23 of building my first model railway. I haven't had much time to do modelling this week because I had my in-laws visiting us here in Jersey from Essex. So it was lovely to see them and they did bring me a lovely little present, which is this print. It's sort of a bygone style of Chapel and Waistcoat Station. So that's going to take pride of place up there. It's made by Wisdom Art Prints, who do a lot of railway stations, particularly in the Essex area. So if you're after anything, then do look them up. So yeah, that was brilliant. So like I say, not had time to do any modelling, but I did get time to get the Traintech sound module out and give that a test and a run around the track. So this episode is just about that. I thought I'd do a comparison between the actual train sound module that is designed to go DCC trains and DC trains and my DCC Sound locomotives, and just do a comparison. I'm still a bit undecided. I think I say more in this video. I'm still a bit undecided about whether to go DCC and particularly DCC Sound or just DC and run all of my older locos. You can see behind me, if I lean out the way, I'm still running a DC and just a very basic DCC EZ Backman controller. And I do love the sound element of DCC, so that's probably the thing I would miss most and do miss most when I'm running my DC locomotives. So I'm hoping that the sound module might help solve that problem. So in this episode I do a little bit of a comparison side by side, unpack it and have a look at it and compare the sounds. So hopefully you'll find that useful. So I'm now going to hand over to myself starting to unpack the sound module. Thanks for watching and speak to you again soon. So a few weeks ago I got a box of goodies mainly for the goods yard, but I also ordered this Traintech sound module. I've seen it on YouTube, so it looks quite good, so I thought I'd give it a go. I think my main dilemma at the moment with the whole layout is I've still got the outer line is DCC, and I've got a few DCC sound locos. You probably would have seen some of the running shots. And then my inner line, which feeds the goods yard and the underground station, is just DC. And I like both, to be honest. I like the DCC. I do like the sound particularly of the DCC, but it's a little bit more expensive. It's more wiring and bus bars you need. And so it's just a little bit more complicated, and I still like my old locos. And actually you can pick up some really good, reasonably priced DC locos as well, even now. So I thought I'd give this sound module a try because it might solve sort of the issue that I have with the DC, which is it just doesn't make a sound, and I do miss that when I'm running those locos. So that's why I've gone for it. So let's see. It says it fits in seconds, tiny capsule, motion center, easy, no pickups, plays real sound. I think it's a 31 it's based on. And as I said, I think from what I saw, it's really fairly simple to fit. So let's just go ahead and open it and not read the instructions because that's boring. Oh, so it's fallen out straight away. Let's just see. So good, got battery. It's a good start. Got a little tube, which I think is to increase the sound. And then we've actually got the module, and I think it's just a case of putting the battery in, putting the sound tube on, and and it should work. Just seeing how best to fit it. Yeah, so they put the sound tube on. I generally have that upwards. So let's open this up and see how we get on. Looks like it goes that way in. Use flexible tube over the speaker using a finger. Let's see how easy that goes on there. Pretty easy. Just been a bit folded, so it's just a bit. Might need a bit of glue or something on there because it actually goes on almost too easily. Then putting that on. Don't know if it's supposed to be below that clip there. Yeah, I reckon it is. As you can see, actually isn't that easy. Okay. Oh, that makes a real difference. I don't know if you can hear and how easy it's picking it up on the microphone, but not. And apparently if you leave it, it then knows you're stopping. That's making the resty noise, and then stop. Sounds quite effective, so let's put it in a wagon and see. They recommend fitting it into a cattle wagon, I think, because it's a nice big size to fit, and it actually has got a lot of ventilation, so the sound can come out. Tucking the noise sensor away from the speaker, so the speaker input on attack and leave it settle. Look at the attack in there. If I move that, it starts up. Just to see, set the attack on that. I don't know if there's actually yeah, okay, let's put it in and see what happens. It'll be interesting if it gets better a bit further back. Okay. So put it on the layout and see how it looks. Okay, so I've got the cattle wagon now set up with a rake of tankers. Don't really go that well, but it do for this little demonstration. And I've got in onto my new to me anyway, Western. It's a good example actually of what I was saying about the DC models. You know, this is a Class 52 Western by Hornby, Western Harrier. Got it off of that famous auction site, and I got this one for £40. It's in immaculate condition, came boxed. It's got drivers been put in both ends, and the cab's been detailed. So it's a brilliant little locomotive. I think I really wanted a Western. I just think there's something about them. You know, they've got a very 50s, 60s look to them. So yeah, so I thought this one was a bargain. It's quite a big locomotive as well, actually longer than I thought. It's as long as my 59, longer than the standard 47 to 37s. So anyway, so it's all set up ready to go. So the sensor's obviously stopped. So hopefully as soon as I move it, it should start up and you should hear something. So I'll just bring it to a stop and then bring her back, see what you think. Don't know how loud that is coming out on the... So it should in a minute stop. And then what I thought was a comparison is I'll actually start up the class 20 here and see what we think about it compared to it. So I'll just wait for that one to stop its sound. Don't know how long it idles for. Let's start up the 20 and we'll see what we think. Okay, so now let's start the class 20, which is DCC Sound factory fitted. We'll start that up and see how that sounds and compares to the little Traintech module. She's running out, so let's put her away. See what it sounds like putting her away. And if we're going the right direction, I suppose. There we go. Slow down and bring her back. Bring her back now. This one does take quite a while to de-accelerate, so I'll shut her off quite early. Okay, overshot it. The other thing I suppose the DCC control is slightly more realistic with the movement of the train, so I'll just edge her forward. Let's just move the other one, you can be able to hear both sounds. Then ready? If I stop the DCC last 20, shut her down. Yeah, I mean it's not bad at all really. Don't know what you think. I don't know how it's picking it up on the camera. I'll run around now, I think, fully. No. So there you go, that's a good comparison. I think I'm quite pleased with it. maybe not quite as loud as I thought it'd be, but I might have a adjustment with the sound tube and that inside. But as a sort of compromise for DC, just have a bit of sound, as you can hear it ticking over in the background. And I think as long as you pull away slowly, it senses it quick enough that it can start to move, you know, make the motion. It's not obviously as perfect and in tune as the DCC, but if I do it, as you give it time to catch up a bit. I think it works quite well. So I hope you found that useful and interesting. I might now have to invest in maybe a steam one as well. So we've got quite a few steam DC locomotives. Getting my DC and my DCC mixed up there. But for £40, which is obviously cheaper than a single sound chip, I can have this on any of the locomotives, any of the diesel ones anyway. So yeah, pretty impressed with that. So thanks so much for watching. If you found it useful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see future videos. Thanks so much. So seeing as the sound module is recorded from a Class 31, I thought only fitting to finish with it being towed by a Class 31, which is this Hornby one that I got from my auction find. So let's put her away slowly. She's ticking over at the moment, giving the desired sound. Let's see if I can put her away and hopefully get the full effect. There she goes.